Writing involves more than simply putting black marks on a white page. Writing is a process that most agree involves four steps: pre-writing, drafting, editing or revising, and proofreading. Today's question from a writing enthusiast lands in the pre-writing bucket. Hi, I'm Patricia Charpentier, and welcome to episode 54 of the Life Writers Vlog, where you can find inspiration and useful tips to help you write your life stories. This writer asked, "Is there anything special I need to do before I write? Something to get me in the writing mood and make the best use of my writing time?" I thought that was really an excellent question. As I said earlier, this person is asking about pre-writing. And pre-writing involves all the things you can do before you actually sit down and write. This can include a lot of things: organizing your material, research, gathering ideas or memories, creating timelines, brainstorming, writing rituals or routines, goal setting. So it can include a lot of different things. But one pre-writing task I want to focus on today is writing rituals. Writing rituals. Writing rituals or sets of behaviors or actions taken at the start of each writing session. Tying a small action to your writing time creates a connection in the brain. And when you perform this ritual, it alerts the brain that it's time to write. It's a good way to let the muse know you're ready to be inspired. Now, a writing ritual can be almost anything, as long as it's done consistently before you write. Some writing rituals may include making a cup of tea in a special cup. Maybe you sit in a certain chair. Maybe you meditate or take a short walk. Maybe you light a candle. The what you do isn't nearly as important as the fact that you do it each time you write. That's what the key is. One author I know of wrote his first draft with super sharp #2 pencils. His writing ritual was sharpening those 20 or so pencils in an electric pencil sharpener before he began to write. It was something about that sound of he cleared his mind and prepared him to write. One of our life writers, Dave Godin, recently landed on a writing ritual that's producing great benefits for him. Dave was stationed at Ramstein Air Base in Germany, and his parents came to see him graduate from the University of Maryland, the European Division in Heidelberg, Germany. That's where Dave's dad found an Alpine or Bavarian hat, which he wore for the rest of the trip. That kind of a hat is green with a feather in the band. His dad also collected pins from all the places they visited, the attractions and the towns and the different countries. His dad wore this hat everywhere on the trip and thought it looked great because people smiled at him when they saw him wearing it. Dave swears they were smiling because his dad was wearing this cheap felt hat you could buy at any tourist shop, and it just screamed, "I'm a tourist." But after Dave's dad died, he asked his mom for the hat. He wrote in that hat in a First Tuesday session a couple of weeks ago, where participants wrote about items in their house that held special significance. So Dave wore it the night he wrote to that prompt, and he's worn it a couple of other times during writing events. And each time he wore the hat, he wrote quite a number of words that came easily. Now, this is Dave's writing ritual. He puts on his dad's hat and lets the words flow. Creating a writing ritual, if you don't already have one, is a great thing to do before you write. If you don't already have a writing ritual, I encourage you to try one on for size and see what fits for you. If you do have a writing ritual, What is it that you do to summon the muse? Did you try a few rituals before you settled on the one you currently use? If you don't have a writing ritual, what's something you might try? Tell us about it in the comments section below. We'd love to know what works for you. Also, if you have any writing questions you'd like for me to answer, just jot them down in the comments section below and I'll address them in a future episode. But always remember, the only way to do this wrong is to not do it at all. We'd love to see what you have to say about writing rituals. So tell us about it down in the comments section below. If you like what you just watched, sign up to be notified of future vlog posts and upcoming events. Use the buttons below to share this episode on social media or with a friend who might enjoy it. Until next time, everybody, happy writing.
If you enjoyed this week's episode, you will love our Life Writers membership. Whether you don't know where to start writing your life stories, have started and stopped many times, or have been writing but want to receive feedback to make your stories better, the Life Writers membership is where you need to be. We have a Get Started roadmap, an extensive library of instructional videos, live events via Zoom, and a supportive and active community. If you want to take the stories that live in your heart and mind and put them onto the page, check out Life Writers at lifewriters.us.